as powdery as I can, as fine a powder as I can get. Okay, so that's all you need there, and as you can see, that's pretty finely ground, and it actually looks like coffee beans, but you can actually feel the cacao oil in there, which is actually a lot better than just cacao powder on its own, because then you're going to have to add cacao butter to get the oil, because the cacao powder the oil's been extracted. The cacao nibs, everything's in there except the skin. Actually, the skin is the best thing, one of the best things. If you can get the actual whole cacao bean with the skin included, you can substitute that for the nibs, and then you get the benefit of the skin as well. So anyways, that completes step 2, and now okay, so here we go. This is step 1 completed, and this is step 2, and now we're going to basically combine them. Alright. Okay. And as you can see, it's a little bit dry, so we're gonna moisten it up a bit. And what we're gonna do is we're going to basically this is an aloe vera juice extracted from the inner fillet of the aloe vera plant. Obviously, a real live aloe vera plant is actually going to be best, but if you can't, this is actually a good second choice. And basically what you want to do is you want to add, I don't know, about that much of aloe vera juice in there. Okay. And also here we have chia seeds that I've already you can put them in dry, or you can, what I like to do is I like to pre-soak them. So if you soak them in water for 15 minutes, they're going to get a gel around them. And let's get as much as this we can in there. 2, 3, 4, okay. So we got about 4 good tablespoons of soaked chia seeds in there, and also what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the hemp seeds. This is the hemp seeds that I get at my local health food store, and again, these are a lot of these things are complete protein sources. The hemp seed is definitely one of them, and the Goji Berries, the Macca, there's quite a few stuff in here. So let's put in about 1, 2, I would say 3 good tablespoons of hemp seeds. And now for the real magic, bee pollen. What I do is I buy this, you can get these small 250 grams, but I actually usually buy my bee pollen in 2 kilogram bags, and it'll last me about I would say about, on average, about 3 months. So I go about 4 of these a year, and so I got about 8 kilos of bee pollen in me every year. Okay, so what are we at? Let's put in about, bee pollen is my favorite, so we're going to crank it up. 4 tablespoons of that. Good, and here we can have a little bit of MSM powder. Not too much, just a little bit. I take this in my morning water, so I'm just adding here as a little bit of extra. Right. Okay, what else? This is actually cool because this is Kelp Granules with cayenne pepper, and cayenne has always gone traditionally well with cacao. And you can put that in there, just a little bit more. And this is Celtic Sea Salt. I'm going to put a little bit of that in there. And I'm going to say a dash of olive oil to give it a little bit more fat content. And now what you can do is we can start mixing this up at this stage. Now that's a little bit not moist enough, but let's see how it goes. I'd have to add some spring water to actually make it a little bit more moist. But anyways, once you start mixing this up, basically what's going to happen is you're going to see that the predominant color and the predominant flavor is definitely going to be chocolate brown. Okay. Now the thing is about this recipe is it never really comes out the same thing twice, because I never actually add the exact amount of ingredients together at the same time. But basically, I probably could have used a little bit more cacao and a little bit more vanilla bean powder, because I'm starting to see it's actually not as brown as it usually is. It's a little bit, I can see the colors of the bee pollen and stuff. So what I'm going to do is we're going to add a little bit of just a little bit of spring water that I got myself at the local spring, just to liquefy it a little bit more. Okay, now that we've got that spring water in there, just a little bit. What we're going to do is we're just going to keep mixing and mixing and mixing and mixing and mixing until we get until we're convinced that all the flavors and all the ingredients have actually really come together. Okay, so now that all the ingredients have been thoroughly mixed and stuff like that, the consistency that you should get here is about, like I said, this is a little bit lumpier than normal, and it doesn't look as chocolatey as normal. So maybe I probably screwed up some of the ingredients or the amounts, but I don't usually measure them out. I just kind of go with the flow. But for the purposes of this video, that's about as close as I can get. But I'll tell you about the taste test. Yeah, it's usually a little bit more chocolatey. So I think I put in a little bit too much of the other stuff. But anyways, it's still good. And like I said, you can play around with this, with the different ingredients, and you can add tons of other stuff. If you're taking any sort of like, I usually have a lot more of ingredients, like some of the garlic extracts with the in the vegan capsules. And usually what I do is I break open the capsules, I put them right in there, and anything like that, this is your opportunity to get it in there, because you're going to use the cacao in here to open up to dilate your blood vessels, and you're going to use it as a delivery system for all this medicine and all this nutrition. So you're going to have a synergistic effect of all the stuff in one meal. And like I said, the main thing is that this raw cacao superfood porridge, it's basically going to be a synergistic effect with chocolate being the main delivery system. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you have any suggestions. Thank you.